So look upon my paper, who shall I choose?
What you got next?
What I got next? Baby, I got some smooth, come on. Yeah, smooth. But that's gonna happen after the poetry event. Don't you worry about that, girl. Okay, calling next to the stage, we have Mr. Danny Matos. Danny!
We marinate in our losses and then bake in our imperfections and even take that plate over to our own date with inner depression. We carry chains of burden, slaves to our misconceptions. Each day becomes colder, each way we miss the lessons. We shout about facts before we ever check the reference. When the messenger was dead wrong, they should have never said the message. And Chicken Little says the sky will fall if anything is left to our discretion. So pseudoscience suits the signs up as general consensus. We go through great leaps to never learn and just have the answers, but we make great sheep and our herd never heard what we're really after. We don't come up with much of our own unless we choke, arrested development, lock ourselves down and never grow. We never forgive our skeletons. We hang those in the closet next to hope. But hope is the dope we smoke, a temporary buzz. Hope only will move bones if we budge from what's scary to us. Can we adjust? We create space amongst each other like bunk beds for two brothers. We bump heads like a huddle, make nonsense out of rubble. Conversation about substance is in trouble. I know it rains, but can't we just dance in the puddle? Romance by the bundle. We don't need to be intimately connected to hold hands like a couple, but we throw hands. We throw hands like a couple of barbarians until we're in toe tags, and we throw hands like a couple of disgruntled poker players that loathe the hands we've been dealt. Never admitting we just need one card, the two of hearts, one for you and me. I just want to feel love. The love we say we want, need, and go and run away from. The love that survives the sex's dose of ecstasy, because love is the person lust always wished it could be. Love that the mind limits when it's busy trying to rely on what can't be predicted. Love that's not married to the past, that would be unfaithful. It's so heavy it drags. You see, nothing is written in stone because it's written in us, and we carry around that nothing because it's given to stuff, it's given to clothes, it's given to cars, it's given to jewels, it's given to bars, it's given to stuff to feel love. But I just don't want to skate by and hate light from sundown to waist high, daylight and great strife. I just want to feel. I want to feel the sun's yellow glimmer through the over-easy omelet on my griddle skillet. I want to feel the touch of the person that made the bed I lay my head on each night. Are they even well rested? I want to feel like I'm 5 again. And my mom asks me how much I love her, and I reply, I love you infinity times 105, mommy, how much?
Yes.
105, mommy, how much? 105. In 2010, more than twice the amount I said in 2010. More than twice the amount of U.S. daily homicides was the amount of U.S. daily suicides. 105 daily. Today they continue to climb. We are killing ourselves, but they don't tell us that. Did I mention? I just want to feel. And I can't help but think I'm not the only one. So can we just reveal what we feel to each other?
I need to hear more. Sorry, I made the rules a breaker. Sorry.
Another one, really?
Listen, what else you want him to say, brother?
I want to hear some more.
Well, then how about we hear some more then?
Can I say I'm a fan? Woohoo!
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What does that do that love can't address? Better yet, what did love do that you used that to suppress? You know, sometimes I wish I could talk about other things, but I fear those other things may only appear as distractions from the circles you're running in, and those other things may just entertain you, but not enter you to tame you and save you from the shackles around your ankles, because somehow I know you just ain't you. My concern is that you're really treading water, fishing for reasons to live, and those other things just bait you. If it's not shameful to talk about angels, then the other angle is fair game too, because up doesn't exist without down, and sometimes the ground gets tired of holding up gravestones. I know at times it seems as if the world conspires to constrain you when you grow too tired of being grateful on the verge of blowing like propane fuel. From the irony that states you can do whatever you want in life but doesn't ever show you how to obtain cruel. So cracking a smile can become as temporary as crack in the vial. Speaking of which, somewhere someone is shooting heaven in their arms, scattered track marks waiting for someone to care enough to connect their dots and show them a way up that lasts. Someone somewhere is drinking to find their message in a bottle because bodies drown and sink to the bottom and bottles float. So it's easier to be seen in them, and the patience to wait for someone to save them is always easier when swallowing Ciroc. So these addictions come from additions. It's no wonder we had so much trouble in math class subtracting a negative. Plus the positive teachers would say, but it isn't always that way. When darkness isn't honored and always perceived as a lack of progress upon us, we succumb to those monsters and don't see past the corners we're lost in. I say us because I see myself in you, and him, and her too. I question if I'm that different than the guy that's homeless, if I feel disguised and less home in my own skin some moments. There has to be more I can do. How can I just hand them a book when thinking of some things that might help when that book is full of clusters of words that are hugging closer together than I ever got to them myself? And the concept of currency seems so currently seems so stupid when currently their current seems like curtains that'll never be opening, and the concept of food can be so tricky. It's the best thing you've ever had when you have it. The worst thing in existence when you need it, and would I really be making a difference with this chicken if once again tomorrow they'll be depleted? You know, I'm walking past these people every day. Do I really pass them if I see them every day? Should I even ask them? Should I really say, I wish I could help you more, but help is on the way. Help is on the faith. I feel so guilty saying that though, because a lack of faith is the reason behind their blackened days, and well, I could only be a friend. Is a friend enough to stay?
Yeah.